Good evening. This is President Ann Diener. Donald Trump is legally and lawfully deposed since August 8th of 2017, and Donald Trump stole election 2016 from Republicans as well as Democrats. He stole 2016 using cross-check, micro-targeting, and Diebold. And he also invited the Russian oligarchs in to bankrupt us, but we keep our gold standard and our money back to deliver, hopefully, to the American people once our tribunal is finished. And it's pretty interesting over here. The Republicans were really upset, and we have a constitutional country. Constitutionalism is everything, and I love Justin Amash for what he says about constitutionalism and our Bill of Rights, which is one thing that each and every American is guaranteed. And the strange thing about this whole thing is they've been clinging to Trump, who was deposed and stole 2016. And over here we've had a lefty, a vehement lefty, a communist since 1957, from a Russian Front publication, Veterans Today. And I wrote over there, I knew in the beginning that he was very questionable. I tried to push it to fight the terrorists over there and to out really important content. And I always linked everything, backed up my sources, and I also pushed forward Veterans Today, trying to mainstream the publication if the content was good. I background researched stories to make sure that the content was actually true, and it was found out that he met with Gene Khrushchev in the Bahamas, and he literally told me this, and later on I found out basically they were working directly against America financially. And their intention was not good. It was to force America down. And he's taken pride in how much he's forced America down. And so on the left here we have that, and I'm very against that. I've turned him in quite a few times. And it was found out also that he started all hands with his friends downtown. And then on the right we have Obama over here. And that's very strange. I mean, that's why everything is not conservative, like George Will conservative, constitutional conservative. It's Obama conservative, or whatever that Obama is, because Obama's been working with Leahy. And how strange is that? And so then in the middle there's a guy named Stevenson who has no foreign policy background, who is a quote-unquote right-wing guy who actually leaned left. And so it all makes no sense. And that's why America is weak. And what's scary to me is that there are people overseas in danger. And these people have put them in harm's way. And they have no right to do so. Donald Trump is a financial criminal. It was discovered today, more data came out on exactly how Dick Cheney has basically put people under the bus. And that's through creating terrorism or even getting them to do things in order for his company, Northrop Grumman, to profit. And I put out a really good video on classification and how they misuse classification to profiteer. And that's data I found out. And we need to analyze each and every shell company and obtain validated transaction data to find out exactly how much was stolen and what was their intention. Mitt Romney, basically they harmed Republicans through using Dick Cheney's tactics. And that data was going to go up, but quickly, I helped them, and quickly they were ready to pass on me and my service career. And in my opinion, that's criminal. I've put a lot of serious time into my investigation. I have done everything to prove what I have found. I proved the land grab. I proved the drug money laundering. I proved everything. I proved September 11th. I proved the nuclear components. I actually even proved where they came from. I proved a lot. I proved the financial crime. I proved the machines. I proved everything I have. And there is nothing to discredit me with. You can say the telecontrol. Okay, so Stevenson has a headset that connects to my brain, and yes, I do have pictures of the bumps. I also do have what the silvery substance was. I have everything also tracked for the 25 years that he's stolen from me. So I'm a serious person, and I'm a serious presidential candidate. I could be a Republican. I side with Democrats like Elizabeth Warren, who's not afraid to take on Dick Cheney and Northrop Grumman. Because you know what, Republicans? You had a chance to remove Trump. And every single one of you people is saying, oh, there's the guy I don't want to be around, and I don't want to vote for the casino man. I don't want to even stand by him. So if you don't want to stand by him, he could be removed, as he almost was. He stole 2016, and they've been stealing from America for a very long time. And I have deposition testimony available regarding a reoffend attempt. I want to get to the 128 buildings that do have nuclear components in the columns, and we do need to dismantle those buildings. The components, at least, not the buildings themselves, but we definitely need to address the buildings. We do not need 3,000 Americans dying in any one of those buildings, or even 1,000 Americans dying, when some individual who works against American interests decides that they want to push a button. Imagine your relatives dying in a building, now knowing that someone like Bill Gates operated the controllers that day. Shouldn't they be in on a tribunal? Shouldn't we take this data seriously and actually move forward and press charges? What is the point of waiting? There is no point. This is real data, it's real facts, and there's no need for a sanity hearing. We've outed Duff, I've outed Stevenson, I've outed Obama, as well as Biden, and their intention is to conceal war crimes. It is clear they do it for profiteering. It is clear what they want and how they operate. Do I have to draw a diagram? I'm a smart person. I'm self-taught. I've spent 20 years of my free time, 8 to 10 hours a day when I'm not working on war crimes, tribunaling, and working on studying American foreign policy. That is all I do. I may not have a degree in foreign policy, or I have a journalism degree, but I certainly am well educated and have learned a tremendous amount in 8 to 10 hours a day, every single day, for almost 20 years. So please don't discredit me, and don't spend one more day lauding a financial predator on TV and saying we can't put our war crimes tribunal on because we've got to launder some drug money, or launder money through Russia with a criminal that has been exposed, and I want no exposure to him. There is no all hands needed. There is serious deposition testimony, and that's all. Have a good night. And we do not need to compromise ourselves overseas.